Hey, so this message is for the singles. I want to particularly speak to the single, um, because I'm sitting here tonight and I'm just reflecting on my journey of singleness. And one thing that I have recognized with being single, as the years go by, I I can reflect on my singleness, and although there are moments where I'm like so tired of the wait, so tired of being single, or I have these moments where I feel like, God, where's my husband? That is something that comes randomly throughout the year. But it's never something that I dwell upon um, within my singleness. But what I can say, as I reflect over my years of being single, I want to share this for those who are single, who are desiring to be in a relationship, or if you single and you jump out of a relationship and you get into a new one because you don't like being single. The beauty behind being single is one thing that I recognize is each year that I remain single, I recognize how my mindset has changed every year. When I thought I was ready a couple of years ago to be married, today shows me I wasn't ready back then. And so God's continued to show me that no matter what age you are and you are single, if it is God's promise for you to be married, it will happen. Age is not, age is just a number. It does not change the promises of God. Do not think because you're getting older or because you are older that no one can't come into your life. I want you to know anything is possible for those who believe. But I also want you to know that if you bypass this season of singleness, it will hurt you when you get in a relationship. A lot of times I see people not take the time to make sure that they are whole in their singleness, and it causes them to literally be a drain in their marriage or a drain in their relationship. And so you want to make sure that you are entering a relationship or a marriage whole. Whole meaning you, for one, you know how to be content with just yourself. This is one of the key things of being single. You must learn contentment. If you, even because I know a lot of people say, well, I'm single, if I want it, I'm going to get it. If I'm this and I'm that. And I think that has to come with some boundaries, because being content in your singleness means that you understand that you don't need a whole lot of things or a whole lot of compliment people to be satisfied, to be um, okay. You don't need a whole lot of something to be joyful. And you want to make sure that you are taking this time of your singleness to grow in contentment. And the reason why this is important is because if you do enter a marriage or if you enter some type of relationship, you will recognize there's going to be time where you have to be content. There's going to be times where you're not going to be able to get every single thing that you want when you want it. And so learning how to be content will help you when those seasons come when you are in a marriage. The beauty behind singleness is regardless of if you want to be married or if you don't, it is such a powerful, powerful time in your life. It is a gift, and it is a great place to be, to grow and develop and find out who God has really called you to be. Like, there's so many levels of singleness, and you want to make sure you're constantly maturing in your singleness. Another thing about singleness is a lot of times I think people lose focus in singleness is because they're so caught up in looking for a relationship that they miss the main relationship that is key in this time. When you're single, you should be fully devoted to the Lord, where He has so much like with you in your actual day-to-day that looking for a mate can't even fit on your agenda. Throughout my singleness, I have served in ministry. I have served within my family, spending time with my family. I have worked a lot on my business, growing my business. I have traveled. I have done great things with family, friends, and also people that are associates. And all of these things have literally filled up the space in my agenda where there's no time to be hanging out with people that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Or just out looking for a spouse. So that's why they say your spouse will find you doing the thing that God has called you to do. Because if you're devoted to Him and you spend time with Him, quality time in His Word and all of these things, you're not going to have the time to actually be looking for a relationship. Most of the time, this is how we get caught up in situations where we are connected with the wrong people in the wrong seasons of our lives because we didn't want to wait properly. And so why am I sharing all this? I'm sharing all of this because I'm just reflecting on my singleness, and I'm like, man, I know it can be challenging at times, trying to continue to be single when you know you desire to be married. But if I can't tell you anything else, I want to share with you, live your life. You only get one life, and once the one come into your life, you don't want to live moments of regret, wishing you would have went back. Wishing that you would have spent this time differently. So whatever it is that you want to do, if it's you want to learn something, you want to try something new, you want to go somewhere, travel somewhere, take this time and do it. You don't know how to cook? You need to be learning how to cook now. You don't know another thing too is like, if you are not financially well, take time to learn new financial literature now. Like, be so busy, so caught up in trying to improve in your life that you don't have enough time to focus on who's not there right now. And so I share this from a place of fullness of singleness. I enjoy being single, but I am open and willing and ready for the Lord to send my mate when that time comes. But I wanted to share this to let you guys know that singleness is not a burden. Singleness is not something that you should regret, but do embrace this time because it is the most important time of your life that will affect and reflect the future of what's ahead. So I hope this was an encouragement to those who are single. Be sure to share this message with someone that needs it. And I hope, and I can't wait to hear about how you guys are living your best life in singleness.